All right, what's going on, y'all? It's Way Breezy here, and I'm back with another banger. So we're playing some Call of Duty with the high spirits of Modern Warfare 3 coming out in about 2 weeks or so. I don't know. It comes out on the 10th. But don't worry, we'll be back with some UFC very soon. I got some fun shit planned for that series. Those of you that have watched it have been enjoying it. So all day today, I stumbled upon a 3-hour video while I was at work about the various creepypastas, you know, just all the internet legends that we grew up with, you know. And honestly, like, a big part of me kind of forgot like how entertaining that shit is, like just reading through them or just listening to them. I was basically just listening to a guy and he was just talking about every single one of them, like shit like Jeff the Ripper, or even like Eyeless Jack, or even Slenderman, which is like probably the most mainstream creepypasta that probably everyone watching this video has definitely heard of. Slenderman, I mean, it honestly brought me back to my childhood. I remember when I was super young, just being up super late at night. You got your first electronic in your room, you know, where you were able to kind of like sneak it and be up at like midnight when you had school the next day. And I just remember like reading them or even watching YouTube videos on them and just being like haunted for fucking weeks on end, not being able to get full night's rest, just thinking I'm gonna get fucking murdered in my sleep. Like, I'm not bullshitting. It was a real problem for me reading these stories, especially because a lot of them had to do with like seeing the various, you know, creepy people or murderers, whatever they were, you know, killers, seeing them in your dreams, them being at the end of your bed. I remember the one called The Rake. If any of you guys haven't read The Rake is kind of fucking terrifying. But I remember that one. The Rake, for those of you that don't know, is like this humanoid dog mixture. I don't really know how to describe it. I'll put a picture up on the screen though, of course. And I slept with my dog. My first dog was a boxer, beautiful dog, but I slept with her at the edge of my bed. She would sleep at the feet of my bed because I wasn't long enough to fit the whole thing. And when I read The Rake, then when that dog came into my fucking room that night, no fucking chance. I didn't say hi to her. I didn't cuddle with her. I didn't pet her. I thought she had it out for me, man. I thought I was gonna get fucking ripped to shreds. Honestly, I know I'm fucking rambling, but just if you've gotten to this point, just let me know what your favorite creepypasta is, because I'm genuinely curious, or if it's an uncommon one that you guys think I should read. I love reading them. I used to be so obsessed with that shit as a kid, so I just thought I should bring it up. If you know me, then you know that I'm deeply into UFC. Like, I fucking watch that shit every single weekend. And John Jones just recently tore his fucking pectoral muscle, so he's just fucked. He's out for like, I think they said it was like a 6-month injury or some shit like that. So he's not fighting. The whole heavyweight division is just fucked now. The whole thing was like John Jones's redemption arc. Like, he got healthy, got clean, turned his life to God, or whatever the fuck, you know, like he was doing his thing. And now the belt is just gonna be vacant until like probably the end of 2024. Dude, I've also been so heavily into the origins of like animatronics and shit with the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie that's been coming out. I've been like researching the origins of animatronics and shit like that. I'm like, bro, that shit goes back so fucking far. It's actually kind of crazy to think about. Like, the origin of animatronics is like clockworkers, like dudes that built super big clocks for like emperors and kings and shit way back in the day. Those are the dudes that started making animatronics. It's fucking nuts to think about. Like, as early as like the 12th century, which is the 1100s, over 1,000 years ago, there was dudes trying to make fucking animatronics, and obviously a super primitive version, but I'm pretty hyped to see that movie. I'm gonna probably see it maybe this weekend or sometime in this next coming week, because I know it took over the whole fucking world. But I was also one of those kids. I think I was in like, fuck, I don't even know. I think I was in elementary school still, or maybe early middle school, when the first Five Nights at Freddy's came out, and like, holy fuck. I mean, the whole world was taken by storm. Every single YouTuber was making videos on that shit. And then all the lore and all that, the FNAF lore, it was almost like a love child to like creepypasta shit. Like, it kind of ties into that. Like, it's kind of like a creepypasta made into a video game. And even though it's such a simple ass concept, it's still like a staple in horror games, like 2010's horror games. I mean, there's a bunch of games to this day trying to create that magic, and they're very unsuccessful. So I give props to that shit. I remember when like the first like 3 came out, when they were releasing them like every year, because it's, once again, it's a simple concept. There's no crazy graphics or anything. The game's easy to make, and it seemed like they were on a roll, dude. Like, it's probably the most popular game on the planet, and it's weird to think about because I was so young, so I didn't think of it as a game like Fortnite, where like the whole world was aware of that game. But when you think about it, Five Nights at Freddy's had the same success that a game like Fortnite had. It's fucking nuts. Like, if you remember going around to like Target or some shit like that, like there was Five Nights at Freddy's toys. Every kid had that shit it on. Like, if a kid had his mom's phone in the middle of a fucking Target, 9 times out of 10, the game of choice was Five Nights at Freddy's. In like 2015, like that time period, I'm pretty sure is when that shit started blowing the fuck up. Yeah, man, I really hope there's some type of resurgence with like creepypasta games or movies, because I think they always seem to be so unappreciated. But yeah, if you guys are ever just sitting around, laying down, and you don't know what to do, you're bored as fuck, you just go on Reddit or something and read some creepypastas. I swear it will entertain you. I feel like today has just been such a conspiracy day. I've been on like a conspiracy roll today. I was reading up on the catacombs and shit. Like, there's no fucking way. There's a reason why tourists are only allowed to a certain point, you know? Like, what the fuck is back there? I saw a Netflix film called As Above, So Below, and it's based on the London catacombs, and like, holy fuck, is it like one of the best little weird low budget indie movies I've ever seen in my fucking life. It's like the weird like psychological horror, like the farther you go into the catacombs, like the more distorted reality gets and shit like that. Bro, if you guys haven't seen As Above, So Below, watch that fucking movie. I swear to God, it's a banger. I don't know, man. I'm just so curious about all this type of shit, you know? And of course it'd be hidden from us because people would fucking lose their minds if they found out aliens or zombies could be a thing. Like, a thing like zombies, like, is that impossible? I don't know. I feel like that's not impossible. My favorite zombie take is like the made in a lab, like injected one, because that one seems the most real, you know? Like, some crazy fucking mad scientists create this virus, you know? Like, I don't think it's through like a bite, you know? Like the bite, I hate that one. Or like from a rat. I don't think that's it either. I think it's man-made. I think if we made zombies, it'd be man-made. You know, just something where they inject a guy with it, your brain gets all fucked, you turn into like a cannibal and shit, like a flesh-eating, you know? It has to be something like that. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe one day it'll happen. Who fucking knows? But it has to be a thing. That has to be somehow possible in some type of way. I don't know, man. I've just been thinking about possibilities, man. I've been super open-minded. Just thinking about horrible things that can happen to this human race and like how fast the world would fall apart if each of them happened. Dude, honestly, I haven't sniped. I'm dead ass not joking in like a fucking year. So if I could... I sell... Every time I sell the clip. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta brush up. I gotta get good. There's no fucking way I'm out here selling clips like that. Yo, when I was really playing this game, I never would have sold a clip like that, like ever. Something like that never would have happened. Like, I suck. I'm so bad. Why is Groot in Call of Duty? What the fuck is going on? Attaboy. 57. Jesus Christ. I was kind of popping off that game. Fuck. But yeah, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, man, just drop a like. I know this video is probably really fucking long for a commentary style video, but I have just had so much on my fucking mind today. I just wanted to talk about that shit. Next video should be going up around Monday, maybe Sunday, if I get a lot of editing done over the weekend. And it'll be a UFC video. Don't worry. I got a lot of shit planned for that game. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.